showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we...
Damn.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week.
Imagine. Nigga.
My last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top with the rain drop. I'm keeping it in the headlock. When throw it, blind in my dreadlock.
Can't even believe a nigga would insinuate that I backed out of the game because it was raining. Nigga, what? Fuck out of here. Bro, I don't know. This shit that these niggas be coming up with, that they just find anything to say. Bro, the dude in this league where I got Kyler Murray and the Jaguars. It's gonna rain a fuck ton in Jacksonville. My stream is up. It's up on YouTube though. I didn't.
Well,
I'm gonna stream all my Madden games on
will
YouTube.
tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Who the fuck is 51? Oh, it's Joe Sherbert.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
But I knew though. I said it. Bro, I said it before the game. I was like, bro, we ain't got nothing to be able to tackle that nigga, bro. And y'all talking about, man, you got Jamal Adams.
Only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The fastest motherfuckers in the game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got the hook up there. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon. And that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the Jaguars' 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, dude. I got it. Football's the mic. Mike's football.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Give me a chance to go do this.
see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, yeah. I pressed R1 instead of fucking trying.
Over the end line.
But, yeah, I definitely did. 100%.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Why? Get wide. Under 10. 10.
This is probably not going to end well.
50. Ready?
Fuck it. Oh.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
I did not think Anthony Barber was going back out of there.
Run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Murray completes it to Lee. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. First down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Jags. 45 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
Oh, I didn't hit the
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, my goodness. We're supposed to still be running right now.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun give to Fournette.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Murray now.
Oh, my God.
He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Yeah.
After the sack on first down.
Oh, X button, catch that.
Line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Right. 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Ooh, I'm glad
the Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Oh, my God.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Gun.
Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Check out now. Hey, Alpha. 44, Mike, 44. Check.
On first and 10, Cousins.
Oh, man,
it's Tajay Sharp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down throw for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Hey, Ken! Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to stop dropping back so far. Yeah.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Murray off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
I forgot it was a play action.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Murray.
Man, if he was any faster.
And it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Lee. Incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
Yeah, that's Marquise Lee. I know.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back
one day,
away,
Kyle, one day.
It didn't work out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a run with Cook.
One day.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 46. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook.
Oh, my God.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Here's Cousins. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 28.
Because I'm sick of niggas running wheelhouse on me.
Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on, let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette running out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We own
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one, 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Double dog, that's the way.
Murray now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Oh my God.
Field across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe.
I still supposed to be running right now, dudes.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, my God.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Dude, this is a lot.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Look at that pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what?
DJ Chark is trying to earn him a check.
That they see it open,
what kind of pass is that by my quarterback?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Oh my God, I failed.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Kyler Murray drop back and fall and shit.
Murray to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
The first person I
The
saw
line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in.
I was finna say, bro, I didn't get in.
Marquise Lee in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine
that's why I ain't pressing my luck.
Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
If he keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Back to throw, Murray. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, now 30 seconds. Can't let this nigga get in there. Well, we still got a timeout. That's what I needed, though. I needed to keep that timeout.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock
I'm going to use it on the field goal if he gets there.
What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements.
Well, he stopped on the dime for that throw, didn't he?
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
He's supposed to with his sorry ass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
What? Donate a receiver? Oh, no, brother. I ain't got no receivers to donate.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
I don't have nothing to donate. I was finna, you know what, I might have one of these.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, consistency, being able to play your damn games.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take these points just because I can.
They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more little insults to injury.
I'm going to go ahead and take them points because I can.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
I wasn't even really on
right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,
stream,
they knew what they had to do. Just make sure
you've been working on that, though.
At the end, just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.